Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another live watch along thing going on here on my channel. Today, we're watching some Maltese television, something that I don't usually do very much, but tonight is the night to do that, and I'm very, very happy to have you join me for this little experience. At the moment, I'm looking at ads. I'm just double checking the language here. Yeah, it's probably Maltese. I don't know. I don't speak Maltese, but intriguing night we have in front of us. It's going to be a bit over 2 hours long, if I've understood correctly. I think that the show is supposed to be between 9 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. That's at least what it says on the website Eurovision World, so that's what I'm going with. Which means that, of course, it should start now. It hasn't started for me. Maybe it has for you. If that's the case, you let me know, please, please. And if you come to this stream to think that you can actually watch the show here, you can't, I'm sorry. But right below the stream there is a link to the actual place where the national final can be watched, which is on the tvmi.mt website, which is the TVM, I guess that's the the TV channel in Malta who broadcast MESC. For this year anyway. I'm right now watching a woman stand in front of a heart and get shot, shooting herself with arrows, and then driving a car, and then flashing necklaces and rings and doing a lot of this. You know, love of charisma. And now you got the TVM logo. I'll try and help you synchronize if you want to watch synchronized with me. Right now it says Efdan il program jidhru xi prodotti kommer non something. It's like a little screen here of some information, I suppose, and someone speaking. And now it's starting. I think there are a bunch of red spotlights going on, cameras moving, very cool music in the background. Level semifinale just said on the screen there, and there's the MESC logo. Hopefully you can align that. They're just name dropping the 12 artists who are competing tonight. Yeah, it's starting now. Yes, for me as well. So hype. Let me know what are you most looking forward to hearing from tonight. Like who is the one that you're hoping will be the best, and that you hope will qualify. Of course, like the live performances can change so much for us. I posted my tier list on this selection today. I'm not sure how many people have actually seen it yet, but if you haven't, you can do that after the stream if you want to, or tomorrow. I can hear the anthem. I can as well. Like if I do this, can you hear it through my headphones? Because then maybe you can synchronize by helping of that. But I can't sit and have that volume on because that's too loud. And now the opening with some proper ethereal music. Should I be quiet for this? I won't be, sorry. I'll just watch it and I'll be quiet when I think it's suitable. This looks expensive already. I love the backdrop. It reminds me of Melody Festival in 2019 with the circle thing going on there in the background. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing tattoo. Interesting choice to like go with tattoo now after it not being the most recent winner anymore. I guess they like tattoo in Malta. So we're getting introduced by all of the artists participating tonight. They have a little bit of a catwalk thing going on. Respect Malta's dedication a lot. They had 3 harsh NQs and they're still out here putting a show for it. Yeah, and a pretty expensive one the way it looks as well. Very admirable, I would say. Good evening, am I late or is it all good? It's all good. We're having some kind of catwalk moment here where the artists are being introduced. I wanna hear Festa, not time for siesta. That title sounds like something I'd either love or despise. Pretty much. What a beat drop we got going on now here. What a choreography. Lovely. And there's Toy. Okay. That's of course the Fiesta No Time for Siesta group. All dressed in red and white. Proper Maltese vibes. Nothing tops the dedication of pre-Dinlet Türkiye. Sent bangers and were rewarded dust. Yeah, they had pretty good songs. Not all of them, in my opinion, but some of them, yeah. This is top tier compared to that basement bar they had last year. Yeah, well, that was just the auditions, wasn't it? If I remember, the actual final of MESC last year had some kind of budget going into it, for sure. How far ahead are you, Elias? I'm sure Elias is watching on, like, live feed from Malta or something. She usually is. They just really switched music here for me. Someone's doing cartwheels on the stage, if you want to sync with me. What a beat. It's sort of like a proper electro banger. Okay. Ooh! I like this. This is... Like, that's... Oh, the code. I like that as well, you know? It feels like there are more than 12 artists being introduced here, but I'm sure I just can't count. I guess we're introducing hosts, Valentina Rossi, and two others that the names didn't stick with me. Yeah, we get 720p on this MTV website, TVM website. I'm kind of scared of using it though because I know that it's probably gonna lag. It lagged a lot when I opened up the website early on, so I'm just keeping it on auto personally. It's fine for me. I don't need it to be perfect resolution all the time. The most important thing is that it works without lagging, for me anyway. I can see somewhat clearly. Maybe the other 12 have come along for the ride. I don't think they were introduced, right? I think I just can't count. It just felt like it was going on for a really long time. Last year was much more low key. They've definitely pulled the stops out yet this year. Yeah, they've definitely had like a little bit of an improvement going on here. It seems like it's they're going for it. They're tired of not qualifying, so they up the production quality maybe. Obviously, like Jere said before, I certainly agree with what Jere said. 2 of the 3 non-qualifications they've had lately, I would also say they were undeserved. I would have probably, like, personally put them as my qualifiers as well. The presenter on the left is wearing a similar dress to Mary Spiteri in the 90s. Wait, Mary Spiteri. Is that Little Child? Yeah, it was Little Child, right? I've kind of forgotten the clothing there. Like, if there's something that I don't really pay attention to much in Eurovision, it's clothing and fashion. Obviously, I mean, you know my fashion sense. But yeah, it's this kind of gradient thing going on the dress there, just like here. I see it. I see it. I'm glad my speakers work because they were off initially. FSR. I don't know what FSR means, but good to hear that they work. Don't care what they send this year. I might vote for Malta and San Marino because it's not good for the contest, a country with that many queues. Well, that's one way to go about things. They're really naming all of the songs again. Okay, let the show begin. A little bit of English for us. We got Mark and a postcard. Oh no, never mind, we get an ad instead. This is one way to do postcards, isn't it? Just instead of postcards, let's put on ads. I like it. It's clever. It's very, very clever. Okay, now the actual postcard. Okay, that makes sense. I think, Elias, like throughout the evening, you'll have to be a bit, like especially like when they announce the qualifiers and stuff, you'll just have to be quiet because otherwise you'd spoil it for all of us watching a minute after you. So hopefully you can do that. It would be kind. Do we know when Addon is performing? No clue. I'm guessing after all of the songs have performed, probably like usually with an interval, but they haven't said anything, at least from what I've heard. I mean, they've spoken in Maltese really only, so. But anyway, Hideaway, song number 1. I'll be quiet, and we're off with the show. Quite an interesting little. Oh, so much excitement! Quite an interesting little performance there. Like it starts off quite decently, and then it's just like you said, Mehmet. He's kind of pushing his vocal there towards the end, and then you know, oh, we got an ad. And that's kind of where it becomes a little more unstable, and that's when it kind of goes downhill for it. Conceptually, there's something that I quite think is quite alright with the song. It has a little bit of a chorus that can stick in here, and the instrumentation is sweet, but ultimately not too engaging of a song for me. I find it a bit repetitive, but then also with the vocals getting pushed like that, it kind of felt like it lost its momentum, I suppose. But that's the first song. Of course, like 8 songs will qualify tonight, so I mean, almost everyone goes through. I'll just adjust this a little bit. But yeah, so it could obviously have a chance. Like I think everyone's definitely got a pretty good chance of qualifying tonight. I mean, if you miss out, like one of the 4 songs out of 12 to miss out, that must hurt a little bit. Like that probably stings, I'd say. But yeah. Okay, we're back to the show. Oh, song number 2, right away. Okay, Te Amo. Alright. Honestly, I felt like that must have been more than 3 minutes long. Like, there's no way that was only 3 minutes. It felt like it was going on for a very, very long time, which is obviously not a good thing. It had its moment. Like, the song has its moments. It's pretty catchy. It's upbeat, and a lot of ambition with the performance, really, which I guess is admirable. But it gets very repetitive there towards the end, and just never really stopped. Seems like a lot of you also had that feeling when listening to it. Um, but yeah, not too bad, no. He wants to be Anton Ewald with the crotch grabs. Yeah, interesting choreography, for sure. Um, yeah, perhaps not the strongest effort in there, but I mean, since 8 out of 12 songs go through, I wouldn't count that one out for sure. I think it probably has a pretty good chance. Next up is Silenced, I believe. Which, I mean, the start of this semifinal is a bit rough, but this is probably like my favorite that we're gonna have so far out of like song wise. Of course, it can fall flat on its face here in the live performance, but yeah, the songs are getting a little bit better here for me anyway. Now I know where the budget for this is all coming from. It all makes sense. And there's a lot of ads for sure. Okay, song number 3, Silenced, which means that I will now be silenced. Yep, very well performed. I have to say, a lot of visible struggling, like her touching her ears all the time. It's quite visible. I'm not sure really like how much that was affecting her, but I think she sounded great throughout the entire thing. Really, a lot of great resonance in her voice that definitely makes it stand out in a very positive way. I don't find the song to be that intriguing. Maybe it's just kind of there. It's solid. It trundles along, and it's has its moments, kind of like in terms of the actual power that it's using. But I think the vocals certainly elevated it. So, yeah, certainly my favorite so far, personally. But I mean, the bar wasn't that high for me anyway. Next up is of course coming up the a big fan favorite. This is Heaven Sent, and as we watch this postcard featuring Das Boot, I think I'm actually gonna move my light a little bit, but I'm afraid that I will what do you call it? I'm afraid that I will make something fall down when I move it, but I want to try. So yeah, I'll do that while this song starts. So are we promoting Das Boot in the middle of a postcard? We probably are. Okay, song number 4 anyway. I know we're only 4 songs into the selection, but I think she just won the entire thing. No, but like that's so impressive. It came out of nowhere, like such a professional performance. Really, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. What a voice! Like the confidence in that, the absolute like pitch perfect performance throughout the entire thing, and so convincing, like with such a dynamic vocal approach that just sells it. I was very, very skeptical towards the middle late section there, towards the end when I listened to the studio cut, because I felt like it was exaggerated or overblown, but it just hit here. Wow. I mean, yeah, it's like so effortless about it as well. It's like, wow. Maybe like maybe you're getting a bit blinded by the fact that it's so, in my opinion, either way, superior to everything we heard before it. I just felt like this was on a completely different level, so it hits that much harder. But I thought that was a great, great, great performance, and the song definitely clicks. Vocally, incredible for sure. Very, very nice to see. Happy for Malta. That's would you put it in your S tier now? Ooh, yeah, probably. Like the thing is that I'm kind of definitely holding back with the S tiers to give out, because I feel like the S tier songs are the ones that I have on loop. Those are the ones I would put in the S tier. I'm not sure if I will have this song on loop, because like the song isn't. Well, the song is pretty damn great. I don't know, but it's brilliant. What a performance. S tier really. In terms of performance, I would say so. Vocally, she was so brilliant. However, the song is not all the way there for me. I put it in the A tier for a reason. I think there are sections that are holding it back. Production being one of them, absolutely, and also perhaps a little bit of the structure. But with the performance, it was very, very convincing, I'd say. I think this would do well at the ESC, probably. You were only talking about the song and the vocals, but the staging wasn't staging the way it should have been. Should it qualify? Yes. Should it win MESC? No. Well, we've seen 4 songs in MESC so far, and out of those 4, yes, it should win it. In my opinion, anyway. But I mean, the staging is what you can change when you win. Like when you go to Eurovision, that's when you can invest in your staging. I mean, the staging in MESC, I don't really think that's like... I don't think that's really what should decide the win in MESC. If it should, then I guess Banana should have won last year, shouldn't it? For me, an S tier is like 9 or a 10 out of 10, but this is like a 6. A 6? That's... yeah, I disagree with that. And what, like these ads, of course, since we're 4 songs in, I'm guessing we needed this ad break. This is very neat little ad. Love watching this. A little boy meets a gladiator and is being attacked by a gladiator. And a bee is saying, "Watch out! It's a gladiator!" And then he goes up in a helicopter or airplane or... Okay, did anyone catch what was going on in this ad? A special book by David Williams. Okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure. Like, to anyone who kept up with the Maltese national final last year, how long were the ads usually? It's probably the most competition-ready song I've heard from Malta since Chemikas. I really thought Loop was competitive when I saw it last year, but apparently not. It should have won if we only had 4 songs, but this year they gave us much better songs compared to previous years, and we've got lots of favorites coming. For me, that is like that was one of my favorite songs from the selection as a whole, personally. I have 3 others that I put into my A tier, but I think this is the only one of them that really has a chance of winning. So, you know. This is a bigger production this year, more ads necessary. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. As a movie lover, I just love the theme of the postcards. Yeah, I haven't really kept track, but I did see the Das Boot thing going on. Have you prepared a Kahoot? I haven't, but I got one free from Simon a while back that I never used. So I guess we could do that if the ads are too long here at some point. My runaway favorite is in semifinal 2. For me, 3 of my favorites are in semifinal 2. But the ads are usually short here, unlike Albania, for instance. Well, so far it hasn't not been short. This has been quite a long one. I love, like, the 2 songs that you're excited for, Bert, are the ones that I put at the very bottom of my own list. So we're a little bit different there. But hey, I hope they're great for you. I just personally probably don't want either of them to win. But if they do, I'll be happy for you. I guess we'll get another ad break after song 8. Yeah, I'm guessing so as well. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Building on strength, building on safety, structural stability. Ice stage. Setting up stages for unforgettable experiences. And time is made of Tesla. Ooh. Can that song become a competing entry? A to Z Electronics. Yeah. What a beat. I'm probably not Maruv fan. Heaven Sent is my number one, but the rest of my top is in the second semi. Yeah, I haven't structured which songs it's like my favorite out of all of the songs, but that's one of my top 4. Who are your favorites from this selection? Haven't heard anything yet. Well, for me, the song we just listened to, number 4, is one of my favorites, and then the other ones are in the second semifinal for me. Ads are over here now. Well, Elias, you're like 5 minutes ahead of everyone else, so that doesn't really help. Or did it? Because I think this is the sign that the show is going back on, when we get the TVM logo. För den program hydroxi prodotti commerciali. I did that good, right? Strobe lighting. This is a Belgium reference. Okay, are we getting song number 5? Soon. We're 36 minutes into the show, and we've already heard a third of the songs, which is, a better tempo than... what natural final was it that we watched for like 50 minutes before the first song? Does anyone remember? Was it Greece? It was Greece, right? I'm sure it was Greece. Has anyone here been to Malta? Could it be a good vacation destination? Is it very expensive? I know that Darren's been to Malta, but it's been an eternity, I think. I have never been there. I'm sure David has been there. he can give you all of the insider info on that. I went to Malta in 2008. It was very nice then. I should go one day. But there are many places I want to go. I'm kind of I'm very close to I just might have pay my first visit to Morocco not too far from now. I'm very, very tempted to go. So that might happen soon. Because I think that, like, in Africa it should be decently warm-ish in February, right? Right? Festa, no time for siesta, she just said. Does that mean that the song is coming up now? Indeed it is. It's time for festa, no time for siesta. I wonder what it costs to get the rights for these movies and the postcards. Do you think they pay for that? Don't you think it's like just promotion? Like they're... Oh, I don't know. But like surely they shouldn't pay for... Surely that's not what they're using their budget on. To promote to promote movies. I don't know. Can be cold in North Africa in winter. They have snow on the Atlas Mountains. But it said it was supposed to be like 22 degrees or something. Oh, it's not Festa, no time for siesta yet. This is Control first, yep. That's song 8. I think they probably just mentioned all of the 4 songs before the next ad break then. Probably. I went to Morocco many years ago, got propositioned by a waiter in the hotel. As you do. As you do. Thank you, World Sasori. Yeah, a lot of awful things happening in Sweden today. In the school world, nonetheless, as well. It's quite frightening, really. Okay. Song number 5, Control. Oh, he looks happy. Let me be happy too, then. Everybody, let's rock. Yes, very strange. Listen, this really like. I think the song is kind of cool at its moments. It's something that I could definitely see myself listening to back in the day. It's not perfect, but it's the style of music is kind of very pleasant for me anyway. But vocally, it's all over the place. The choruses kind of work because it's kind of drowned into the backing track. Like the instrumental carries a lot of the power there, and it feels like he's fitting in with that part of the song more. The clean vocals in the verses, however, are incredibly off, which is very, very unfortunate. Because those parts, you just feel like, what is going on here? Can he not hear himself? What's the problem? Because to me, the verses sounded really, really, really off, unfortunately. The choruses worked somewhat when he kind of put on the grit and distortion in his voice. But yeah, will be interesting to see if that convinced enough people to qualify, even though almost everyone makes it. Just got here. How was Christie? Incredible. I'll say that much. In my opinion, it was brilliant. Finger. You should definitely look up the performance if you can find it somewhere, because it was very, very good. Next up, what song is this? I have not memorized the titles. Wildflower, yes, by Marie Claire. Not a favorite of mine. Let me be impressed now. If I'm gonna be a little bit harsh for one moment, it kind of felt like we just listened to a demo song here. It's not finished. That song, it barely has any kind of substance to it whatsoever. It feels very just kind of bare bones. Like she's trying to do a lot vocally, but she doesn't really have a song to back her up, unfortunately. No, that's not for me. Need something more interesting coming up here. I think it'll be a bit tough for. I can't see what her name was. Was it Marie? For Wildflower, anyway. I think it'll be a bit tough for that one to make it. I'd be surprised if it does. Like last year, however, like the Maltese, from the auditions, there were a lot of like unexpected qualifiers from that. So I have no idea what Malta are gonna go for. Bare bones, a skeleton is more to it than that. Oh, come on, Sean. I was trying to be nice, and then you just come in here and you're completely no nonsense. Anyway, Still I Rise is up next. This is a song that I really kind of did enjoy quite a bit. It's a drum and bass tune with a lot of attitude. This one, however, can absolutely fall entirely on the live performance here, but it can also be very, very good. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that for the best here. Song number 7, we're halfway through. I have my problems with the song, but I think that was a very strong performance. I think that's probably, if I just go by my memory, it's my second favorite so far for sure. It was convincing, it was strong, great stage presence, great vocals throughout the whole thing as well. I think the song is very strangely structured. It's very kind of chopped up in a bit of a static way. Sometimes like the build-ups are very effective leading into these choruses where the drum and bass really takes over. But like after the second chorus, they completely kill the energy when I felt like, okay, we're actually elevating here. We need to go even further, extend this part, throw in maybe like a little bit of an instrumental variation, but keep that energy. Instead, they just killed it entirely. And that's unfortunate for me anyway. I think it's a little bit of missed potential, but I really enjoy the overall, like the overarching concept about it. Is it time? Is it Festa? Oh, there's a Munich ad here. It's been a very long time since I watched this film. Okay, yeah, this is the JVT, they're called, right? Festa, no time for siesta, which means we all need to pay our fullest attention. No siesta time for anyone in here. Everyone join the festa. Well, JVT, I congratulate you for qualifying because surely you are. I mean, people will remember that. The thing is, like, a lot of people will hate that, and a lot of people will love that. And like, the thing is, when you vote, you only vote for the song you like the most. And I think a lot of people will just be like, "Oh, that one made me happy. I'm voting for that." So yeah, that one's qualifying for sure. It's not for me. It's too happy, but I've also seen a lot of various opinions in the chat about that one. It's either terrible or you love it. That's really what I'm seeing. Um, there was this guy in the audience looking miserable, tired, and bored in the front row, surrounded by people jumping and singing happily. That's exactly my mood. It, it's like, just reading the chat. It's just every other comment. It's like, I love that, and then the other one is, I hate that. I think we got a little bit of a longer break here, which means that I can actually have some time to have a little bit of a refill. So I will actually use this time to be back very, very shortly. So yeah, stick around. Just a little bit of ad time. I won't be entertaining you throughout the ad because I need to get a refill. So I'll see you very, very soon. Okay? Don't hate me. I am back. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're still doing very well. My chair apparently just gave 12 points to Festa, no time for siesta. A decent choice. I have no qualms with that, for sure. I have some qualms with the fact that we're watching the same ad again. I've already seen this. It's... Welcome back, everyone. Whoopsie. I have some qualms with this ad. I still do not understand it. It's creative, but clearly MESC was sponsored by David Walliams. That's such a weird name. Oh well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't knock someone else's name, but like you automatically just think it's Williams, but no, it's actually Walliams. Do not get mistaken. Call me Hoog. Anyway, still ads going on here. Very intriguing, of course. I refilled my water. Solutions architect, community managers, videographers, graphic designers, human resources, developers, project manager. I have no idea really what we're... Sigma? That's what you call your company? Okay. What is this ad? I need that Head and Shoulders ad over in Sweden as well. What is that? Brilliant. But okay. I see the same share trading ads every day on YouTube. That says something about you, Alipan, doesn't it? These postcards are some of the laziest I've seen in a while. By using movie scenes without commentary is a clear breach of copyright. Well, are we sure they don't have what do you say? Are we sure that they're doing it illegally or whatever you say? Like otherwise they could obviously get sued. Like if I do that on YouTube, you know, I get taken down and struck directly, right? So surely they're allowed. I don't know. For how many songs can we vote for? I don't know. Darren knows. Oh yeah, you asked Darren that. Sorry. Loxo. Next up would be Kalb Makalb. We're 8 songs into the selection, so we only got 4 left. And that will be Kalb Makalb, Whistleblower, Juno, and Aziza. Some pretty good songs left, if you ask me. I think this is probably the best run of songs so far in the selection, because I've kind of struggled like with the other groups of 4 we've had. I mean, I've had my I've had some songs in there that I haven't really particularly enjoyed, but now there are I think Kalb Makalb, Juno, and Aziza are all songs that I'm very much kind of I want to see them. Whistleblower is not for me, but it could be with the performance. Could be. Convince me. The Maltese letter that looks like an H with an extra crossbar is giving me the Arabic guttural kh noise. I have not listened to how they pronounce it, but one thing I know is that the show is about to start again. The return of Kurt Kaleja after 13 years. Will we have a snappy foot movement to try and learn? If I've understood correctly, there's more than one person named that. But is this the same guy? Do we know that? I don't know. Because last year there was... What was the song called? Like what was called Misunderstood, I think. Wait. Because Misunderstood from last year was also by Kurt Kaleja, and that was a different guy. So, you know, I just don't know who's who here. I remember that because I said, oh, Kurt Kaleja, he's back. But then everyone was like, no, this is a different Kurt Kaleja. So, but this is the same guy. Okay. Good to know. It's not the same Kurt. Well, which Kurt is Kurt? This is the 2012 guy. Got it. The female presenter is wearing something the New Seekers might have worn in the 70s. Which one of them? You haven't... There are 2, you know? You haven't been clear enough. I'm not particularly familiar with the New Seekers outside of Beg, Steal and Borrow. Because that's them, right? I'm not making a fool of myself now, am I? No, I'm not. That's them. Dodged a bullet there. I think the Kurt Kaleja is the friends we made along the way. It's like a Kurtception, you know? I'm the real Principal Skinner. Okay. Skinner! Are we getting on to song number 9? Like, there's still more than an hour left of the show. So it will be kind of interesting to see what they were going to fill that up with. I just heard someone say Kalb Makalb, I think. Wow, Aziza did... Kurt Kaleja did not get a big applause there. Gotta convince later on then. I don't know what Dalwakt means. Anyone know? Anyone translate for me? Also Kelimna. There's a QR code there. What happens if I scan that QR code, do you think? There are lots of spiteris in Malta, and outside my wife worked with someone spiteri. We went to his wedding. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's been a lot of spiteris. I've realized that as well. And Kalejas, is it? I think a lot of people are named that as well, aren't they? And Anthony. There's a lot of Anthony as well. What's going on in this postcard? That'll work soon. Okay. I got that Principal Skinner reference. Yes. Wonder if Malta will reveal the qualifiers in today's show. I doubt it. I think they probably should. Shouldn't they? Oh, this is Napoleon. I'd never watched this movie. Was it any good? Does anyone watch it? Was it good? I don't know. I mean, it's by the same guy who made Gladiator, isn't it? Anyway, song number 9. Kalb Makalb. I'm pretty sure that's like the biggest response anyone's gotten from the audience so far, right? Maybe Heaven Sent got an equally one, but like that, they seem to like that a lot. I like the ambition with like the staging actually doing something different here. It gives it a visual impression that really sticks with me. I think that when they sing in unison, that's when the song is kind of losing it a little bit. They're not really that compatible. I mean, even though I guess they're twins because that's what it says in the artist name, but they're not really compatible vocally in that sense to really match each other. I think they're better when they sing on their own, and then when they sing in unison, it kind of loses me a little bit. I think the song is really pretty though. Yeah, that one's qualifying. I think so too. I would be very surprised if that's not one of the 8 making it through, especially after that response that it got from the crowd as well. Staging was very good. I agree. Even though like I saw all of the he things about the safety issue. What was the? Yeah, I know a health and safety manager who would be having a fit about those stairs and the length of their dresses. I love that comment, Charlie. I love that. Anyway, we got 3 songs to go. The first one is, of course, Whistleblower, which isn't really one I'm particularly excited for. However, I'm looking forward to being proven wrong, or whatever you say. Oh, Tom Hugo Hermansen. Hasn't he been in MGP? Tom Hugo, that rings a bell. Anyway, let's listen. You know what? Decent ambition with the performance for sure. I don't think they have very much of a song supporting it. I said it in my tier list. I think that the build-ups are effective. Like you feel the excitement of the song really building in there, and you feel like you're getting somewhere. The verses are decent enough. There's a cool bass walk in there. The vocals are characteristic and packed with attitude, but the chorus is, in my opinion, atrocious. It feels like such a letdown every time it comes along. Quite uninspired, and vocally, it doesn't add anything there either. It's just kind of a little bit of a letdown of a listen. It has some energy. It's catchy. It's upbeat. Probably will qualify for those reasons, even though I don't really think the song deserves to be in something called a final. But I mean, 8 songs qualifying. If this qualifies as like number 7 or number 8, I don't think I'd really mind. So yeah. Next up is Juno, Notable Flop, Cutthroat Island. I've never seen this. I've never heard of this movie even. Granted, I wasn't very much in the movie scene in 1995. I've watched Braveheart. I think that's from 1995. I do not know what this one was though. But this is Juno. Or wait, the song is called Juno, isn't it? By, what does it say? Victoria? Okay, anyway, penultimate song already. Hi. It's going fast tonight. Another big reception there. Kudos for going in all in with it. Absolutely. That's quite the quirky little staging concept, but very fun. It really gives it an identity as well outside of the song being very, very engaging. I think like the first half of it, I wasn't entirely hooked by it. I found it very strange, like the first chorus when all of the backing vocals really just kind of overtook her impact into the song. But then you really got the idea of like, wow, she's singing the hell out of the song as it progresses even further. Like after that instrumental, proper, intense part there after the second verse, really, it just felt like okay, everything's coming together now, and it was a powerhouse until the end there. Very engaging, quite an unforgettable entry in this selection for sure, and certainly going through. You don't need to worry about that, I'm sure. If that's not making it to the final, I will. I mean, it would kind of be in alignment with what I expect from from after following the Maltese national final last year, when the most unexpected songs qualified. But anyway, I'm sure that one's making it. Malta Story from 1953. I haven't seen this movie. Maybe Kurt has here. Do they choose the films on their own, like for their postcards? Is it like, oh, this is my favorite film? I don't know. But anyway, it's the final song of the night. Hopefully going out on a high one. That's the kind of fun that I want more of. I see a lot of people are very anti it. Some people find it fun. I find it really fun. I really like that. That worked for me. Very, very catchy, very engaging song. I love the funkiness of the bass. I love the choreography. Everything just focused with being very entertaining and very inviting, and a lot of warmth and charm to it. I found that to be quite great, really. Um, it's proper good fun. Yeah, that's really the main thing about it. And that was everything. That was all of the 12 songs. Um, and the key change, yes, as well. um, I'm just double checking the chat a little bit. Some people really didn't like that. I mean, I didn't like. I really didn't like This Is Night, which was of course his Eurovision entry. I found this to be way more fun. So this one was for me. I guess we got another ad coming up here. Of course we are. Lidl. Good stuff. Voting is open apparently. So I hope we're getting a recap, because I kind of feel like I need one. I think we're voting for 7 songs. I have a feeling like I know some of the songs that I need to, or that I want to vote for, but finding 7, I'll vote for something that wasn't maybe the greatest for me. Discord is back. Well, I just saw that as well. Like Discord's supposed to be down. Think Mark Anthony Bartolo, Dre Kurmi, Marie Claire, and Haley will be the non-qualifiers. Ooh, I'm not so sure on that. I think. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of difficult. I think Whistleblower's probably making it though. This is a tricky one. But if I were to predict, I'm confident that Heaven Sent is going through. I'm confident that Festa No Time for Siesta is going through. I'm also confident that I'd say Kalb Makalb because it got a good reception from the audience. Juno is going through. I would assume that Aziza is going through. I can't imagine anything else as well. So those are probably the ones that I'm most confident about. And if either of them miss out, then well, that's just proof that I actually don't really know that much, which wouldn't be something new. Okay, voting link is now on Discord. Darren just posted it. Whistleblower will make it through. I think so too, but I'm not sure. There are other songs I'm more confident about. I'm not really sure what I want to vote for. I'm trying to put this together from memory, and then I'll just have it open and I will adjust it if I feel like, oh yeah, I want to change this and this and this. I really feel like there are 4 songs that I liked tonight, and then the rest can kind of squabble it out for the rest of the points, I suppose. Let's go with that, and let's go with. Oh, it's actually really difficult. Yeah, I need a recap. I definitely realized. Will we know results today? Some years they did not give results until after the second semi. I'm not sure. Like obviously last year they kind of combined they picked 12 songs from all of the semis and they didn't really pay attention to which semi each song came from. I haven't read up on anything how it works. I'm just kind of going from what I'm seeing on Eurovision World. And they don't really say anything there. So I guess we won't find out. But since the show ends at 15 past 11, I would assume that they have time to announce the results. It's being pronounced Albma Alb. The Q is silent. Well, I'm learning every day. Was it yesterday? Yesterday I learned a bunch of things about the Slovenian language that I will forget probably tomorrow. And now I'm learning things about the Maltese language that I will forget probably even before tomorrow. However, I thank you for letting me know. I will not remember it, but I'll try. More importantly, who do you predict will go through in the Grootty vote? Well, Heaven Sent is going through. And Festa No Time for Siesta is going through. Groot, will you watch all national finals which have final on Saturday? Let's take a look at which those ones are. I want to do another, it's going to be another Super Saturday watch-along. I'm not sure how many national finals take place on Saturday though. Okay, so it's Vidbeer, it's UMK, it's Supernova, and it's MESC. But Vidbeer starts at 17:30, that's right. I don't really know how to go about that because it's probably going to have to be dinner on stream if I'm going to stream that. I also just realized though, the thing is, I'm gonna go fetch my car on Saturday. Will I even be back by 17:30? I don't know. Vidbeer starts crazy early, really. It's kind of mad. I'm not sure if I will be back for that. I'll try my best, but yeah. Vidbeer and UMK. Well, yeah, and Supernova and MESC. I'm going to try and keep an eye on everything, but it's going to be very difficult, of course. But UMK only have 6 songs. Supernova, of course, has 10, and then MESC starts an hour later. It's going to be a bit of a struggle to go through the selections, I think. We'll probably have to keep the voting open until, just say 5:30. Can't do one right, can I? Anyway, I guess we'll just have to keep the voting open for all of them until the day after, and then you can catch up, and I'll do the voting then. We also, of course, have Heat 5 of the Lithuanian national final. We have Heat 2 of Melodifestivalen. And we have semi-final 1 of Söngvakeppnin as well. We'll see how much I can keep an eye on those. Let's see who's actually in the first semi of the Icelandic semi-final. My favorite is not in that semi-final. Okay, so I probably won't be keeping that much of an eye on it then. I'm very much rooting for Eldur, if you haven't seen my Söngvakeppnin ranking video. But yeah, that's the one I'm rooting for there. So I have to keep an eye on it on the 15th. This year has like 6 mini Super Saturdays. 2023 had half the national finals only in one day. Yeah, there was one day in 2023 when like everything was happening at the same time, which was mad. Not 17:30. I wasn't aware that you're not allowed to say 17:30. I mean, in Sweden we just say. Oh well, no, we don't. But sometimes we kind of clarify by saying the numbers. You know, I'm used to work where, you know, some students don't know really the time, so you have to explain it in digital. So I say 17:30 sometimes. I hope it's okay. Can't wait to watch Supernova in live audience. I might make a Groody poster and show it. Show on TV screen. Wow, that would be something, World Cesare. You're actually going to the final. That's really cool. I hope you'll have a great time. And hopefully who's your favorite? Is it Lego? Should be Lego, shouldn't it? But yeah, I'm just like you, Mehmet. I'm a little bit disappointed with Lego in the live performance. But I'm still hoping that it wins, because hopefully they can improve it for the for Eurovision if they go. Gonna watch UMK. Finals are more important to me, and UMK has the perfect amount of songs and the perfect show pace. National finals that stretch out for too long are a skip unless I'm bored. Well, you're here now, which I'm grateful for, Joey. It's nice to have you here. Watch UMK. Yeah, I will be keeping an eye on it as well. I wish the UK would do a national final again. I would absolutely make a Crew Division poster and try to get it on camera. You're so sweet. There's going to be a Windows 95 man interval act. Well, I'm turning off UMK before that happens. Don't you worry about that. UMK is short enough that you can watch it and also another national final. Yeah, I'm feeling that as well, but they probably will manage to sync so that the performances are on at the same time anyway. Probably. I'm not really sure what's going on now, but of course we will have the performance by the Czech artist happening sometime here in an interval act. But I really hope that we get a recap before that, because I still haven't voted, of course. I really need a reminder, you know? And I'm sure many of you do as well. Is this semifinal 100% televote? I don't think so, but now I'm just guessing. But I think it's there is some percentage thing going on. But it actually doesn't say on the... Oh yeah, it does. On the Eurovision World. It says public voting and jury, but it doesn't say what percentage is what. Maybe I'll go home to Germany and do it in... How do you even pronounce... Chefsache? I don't know. They're actually... Wait, are they closing the voting? I guess no recaps going on over in Malta. They really just ended the voting like that? Or did they open the voting? Maybe they opened the voting. Yeah, surely they opened the voting. Recap time. I'll be quiet for the rest. I have a feeling that I will be listening to Aziza quite a bit after this. It just puts a smile on my face. I can't help it. I really can't help it. I got my votes in. You should as well. If you don't know, like if you're new here or something, we do voting sessions for all of these national finals, so you can have your say as well and pick qualifiers too. You just got to join the Discord server, and that's being linked down below in the description as well. So please join the server. We're having several new members really from every watch along, which is amazing to see. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of all the shenanigans here. It's quite fun. So make sure you join and make sure you vote, because it's all part of the fun. Let me actually, I just realized I need to kind of double check my votes. Where do I have them? Where are my votes? There they are. Yeah, I'm good with that, I think. Probably. I also somehow enjoy Aziza. Why did you add somehow? You didn't need to. It's a banger. Proper banger. As Fam says, if you don't vote, you can't complain about the results. You can always do that. It's kind of a shame that David isn't here. We kind of needed the translator. And the good vibes, of course. But some translations would be good at times here. I feel like I recognize the song that's being played in the background right now. Or do I not? Maybe not. Well, I don't really know what to say at this moment, because there's really nothing that I understand about the show, and yeah. David said that he wasn't fussed about missing this for a reason. Okay. Oh, is it Adonis time? Exciting. I'll be quiet. That's a very interesting little sneak peek into the Czech entry. It's kind of weird that, like, I'm not sure, is that the version we're going to hear at Eurovision? Because people are saying it's not. Because one thing that I really felt about is that when the actual kind of bombastic part of the song hit, the production seems very underdeveloped here. It's a bit bare bones, it's kind of way too scaled back and skeletal in terms of the instrumental there, which, doesn't really hit as hard as it should. Compositionally, it has its moments for sure. Vocally, I think he's very, very strong, which is obviously a very good sign. Sorry, I'm kind of talking a little bit over the recap here because it's just my general first thoughts about that song. I think it has something in terms of chord movement, in terms of melody as well. The chorus is a bit on the predictable side, maybe, with the whole kiss, kiss, goodbye concept there, rhythmically. It's very kind of, I guess, a little bit static in terms of its actual rhythmic flavor, but it works. It's somewhat catchy. It's going to be very interesting to see, to hear it more and to hear the, because a lot of people are saying that's not the version they're going for. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear what the final product sounds like. Vocally, he sounds great. I think that's a very promising part of it. Okay, I'll be quiet for the rest of the recap. Sorry that I talked over the first few songs, but I just had things on my mind. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, but Aziza is a banger. It's that banger. Just is. Voting ending for real this time? Well, not on my screen yet, anyway. They're still talking a little bit, but they're trying to do something dramatic going on here, so I'm guessing that it's going to be happening very, very soon. Very soon. Any moment now. Any moment now. There's something going on. Well, our voting is still open for how long? I do not know. Let's take a look. 10 more minutes. You still have 10 minutes to vote in our parallel universe if you want to. So make sure you do that if you want, you know. It's completely free. Let's see what they got up their sleeve now over in Malta. What's gonna happen next? Maybe an ad. Feels like ad time, doesn't it? You bet. Okay, should we do a Kahoot? Should we? We can do that, you know. I think. I've kind of forgotten how I set it up. Wait, let's see. I think we'll have time because the ads are quite long. But I need to log in again. I don't remember my login things. We won't do a Kahoot if I can't get in to my account because I've been logged out of it. So let's see what's going on here. If I can get in, we'll do one. Are we gonna do a Kahoot for real? Well, yeah, why not? I mean, it's fun vibes. Okay, I think I got my account here. So let me just check. So Simon sent me a Kahoot that he made a while back, and I saved it somewhere. So let's do that one. I haven't seen Simon tonight, so he'll miss out on his own Kahoot. But he can't play it anyway because he knows all of the answers, of course. Okay, so there are 10 questions. That should be fine. Let's see. Host live. Let's see. Of course, there aren't not unlimited people who can join. That's just how Kahoot works. There are 40 players, so you need to be one of the first 40 people to get in. Hopefully, everyone who wants to join can. Let me just make sure that I got everything. Link, please. Well, there's a code. Or there's a link. Wait, let's see. If I do... Wait, what is it that I should do? I've forgotten. If I move over to this screen, and then I select Kahoot, and I do that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'll adjust this. I'll send the... Wait. I'll send the link in the chat. Bear with me. Sorry, this should have been prepared way earlier. Now I don't think we'll have time before the show starts again. I just realized. But, yeah. Link it, please. I will. Just give me a moment. It's loading. It's loading. I can't get the chat up. Oh, no. I feel stressed now because I know the show is about to start. Probably before we're done. People are joining. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure that I adjust this as well. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is a mess. Okay. We can split it into multiple parts. Can we? I don't really know how it works. I'll keep the screen kind of like that or something. So there are 27 people in. So keep joining. I'll take these off for this. So just keep an eye on your own. Oh, I just realized maybe I haven't picked, so you can... Can I change that here? Show questions and answers. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, then everything should work. Just gotta make sure that I'm not missing when the show starts again. Someone has to keep an eye on that, and then we just pause the game, I guess, as the show continues, because I'm sure they will probably have another ad, right? And if they don't, we'll just have at the end. 36 people are in. Are we gonna wait for 40? Let's wait for 40. I'm sure we're gonna get 40, so... I really don't know what this quiz is about either. Because I didn't really check it when when Simon sent it to me. I was just like, okay, thank you. So what if there's like a bunch of strange questions? Okay, 40 people are in. 41? Then what's the limit? I didn't know I could have 41 people play. Now there's only 40. Okay, we'll put these 40. We're going now. Start. What's going on? My screen just went... No, I don't want a full screen. Eurovision quiz. Okay. So, question number 1. Who starred next to Will Smith in the Eurovision-based film Fire Saga? That's not Will Smith. That's Will Ferrell, isn't it? But okay. Things happen, Simon. Things happen. Otherwise, Will Smith looks a bit different. Okay, it was Rachel McAdams. Well done to the 30 of you who got that. Moving on to question number 2. Which 2 countries shared a song title in 2015? Oh, I know this. I know this. I like the fact that he's actually put images onto the questions as well. I never do that because I'm lazy. The Fresh Prince of Eurovision. 40 people have answered. Why isn't it finishing? It's Malta and Georgia. I'll help you out. There you go. Only 1 person didn't... No, 3 people didn't get that. Sorry. Can't count. Alright. Question number 3. Which Swiss singer scored nil points in 2022? I wonder. Very interesting names here. Thought it was a trick question at first. Yeah, could have been, huh? Three, two, 1. There we go. It's Marius Bear who did that. Next question. Question number 4. When Scooch won the UK national final in 2007, which girl band member did they beat? As well as Justin Hawkins from The Darkness. I have not got a clue. So this one is for you proper nerds out there. Good morning, Kale Project. I'll be catching up on the songs shortly. Hope you've all had a good watch along so far. Thank you very much. It's been good fun. It's been good fun. There have been some good stuff and some less good stuff, I guess. So apparently it was Liz McClarnon of Atomic Kitten, and apparently 18 people knew that. How? I do not know. Anyway, Matthew currently in the lead here. Question number 5. Pilou Asbæk hosted the contest in 2015, but who did he play on Game of Thrones? What? I did not know that either. The questions just got difficult here, because it's like this kind of gossipy trivia things that I don't know. I've never watched Game of Thrones either, so I wouldn't know this, you know. Apparently he played Euron Greyjoy. What a name. Alright. We have a new leader. It would be James Mac 101. Question number 6. Edinburgh hosted Eurovision in 1972, but which Scottish actor hosted it? I'll have to admit that I don't know this either. Haven't watched Eurovision 92 or 72 since we did the Watchalong, which was a long time ago. Show is starting, by the way. It doesn't really seem like we care at the moment. Should we just finish the Kahoot? We're prioritizing. Sorry, whatever's going on in Malta. Okay. Hello, Simon. We're playing your Kahoot. Hope you don't mind. We're moving on to question number 7. What name connects the winners of 1970, 1998, and the president of the UFC? Well, I would have gotten it from the winners of 70 and 98. MESC is back. Okay, we'll watch that right as this quiz, the Kahoot, is over. There are only 3 questions left, so MESC has to wait. It was, of course, Donna. Or Dana, I don't know. James still in the lead. Question number 8. In 1986, who sent 13-year-old Sandra Kim? She won and became the youngest winner ever. Oh, the country. Okay, come on. You all got this. This is not even a Eurovision quiz anymore. It sure is. This is a very Eurovision question. It was Belgium. Yes. Even won Eurovision 1986. Could have asked for that even, or added that to the question. Number 9, how many times did Domenico Modugno represent Italy at Eurovision? I feel like I know this. If I'm gonna be wrong now when I, you know, in my head, I'm pretty confident. But what if I'm wrong? Okay, I was right. And so were 27 of you. Well done, well done. Final question coming up. James still in the lead, just ahead of Matthew and Zanoni. And the final question. Double points. Which one of these Eurovision winners was not blanked by the UK jury? Wow, okay. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I really don't know. Like, I know for a fact that, of course, it's like not Waterloo. Un bank, un arbre, un rue. 14 people got that. Let's see how the podium looks. In third place was Matthew, who lost his second place as well. In second place was James, who lost the win. Who won this then? Kant won it. Well done to you. With your cheeky name reference. Well done. Good job. You're the winner of the Kahoot. Well done. Thank you so much, Simon, for putting this one together. I'll block this out now as we're done. And yeah, we'll continue watching MESC now. Thank you everyone for joining. That was good. Good stuff. Someone's performing an interval act over in Malta, so we'll watch that as I'm moving over to this. And then I'll be quiet, because we got an interval act. Sorry. Alright, that was a little interval act. I didn't really know who it was or what it was, but thank you. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right here. It wasn't possible to get blanked in 1971. Big brain move that I didn't think of. That was obvious. Well, not everyone has memorized the voting system of every year. That hairstyle is a choice on this guy. I know I need a haircut, don't you worry. I'll get around to it sooner or later. Another interval act? Alright, let's see. I'll be quiet again. I like that adjective, Grandma. Schmaltzy. That's kind of the feeling I get as well. You know, it's kind of neat enough. Like it's there, a little bit showcasey, but schmaltzy is just a really fun adjective, I think. Song reminds me of This Time, Malta 1993. Well, without the pausing, you know, the this time, ooh, and then the hand movements. You know, now the hosts are singing. This is great. I love this. Wonderful. Okay, another song. Let's listen to this as well. That's not really my kind of music. I'm sorry. Good thing for them. They seemed happy about it, and the audience enjoyed it probably a little. But that's not my kind of music. Not even in the slightest. It's 23:07 now. I'm guessing we're gonna have results. If not, they're coming. If they're not coming now, then we don't have results at all tonight, I guess. Because the show is supposed to end in 8 minutes. You know? I've kind of like set out, like the show is not going to be longer than that because I wouldn't be prepared to have another all-nighter here. I mean, this is in the middle of the week. And this guy is working and he's kind of usually going to bed really early. Except when it's Eurovision season because the national finals take place. Are we introducing Mihai? She talked about 2006 Tornero. And just like that, everyone really started appreciating just how great Mihai sang this song because no one else really should. At least these people should not sing it. He followed me on Blue Sky the other day. Well, congratulations. He seems to be very much in the midst of all of the social media shenanigans. Is he gonna sing Tornero? All right, let's watch this. He's gonna sing too. He's gonna sing Tornado as well. Okay, I don't mind. Banger. Banger. It's a banger. I love Malta. And I love Tornero. What a great song it is. I think, anyway. It's very much up my alley, as you know. 2006 is very nostalgic year for me in Eurovision, I have to say. There are a lot of songs in that year that I just have such fond memories of. The time is now 11:15, or sorry, quarter past 11, I guess I should say, which means that the show is supposed to end. We don't have a result yet. Will we get a result? Will we get a result? Regardless, we're gonna have a Eurovision result. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna happen once the show is over. Actually, prefer Tornero over Paula and Ovi's song, which came a bit higher. Well, it finished one position higher, but sure. I think I do too. Hold your horses, Groot. We didn't even have a proposal yet. They're saving that for the final. What are we doing now? Singing about papayas. Maria y Maltia! We're gonna listen to Maria y Maltia. Instead of getting a result, we're listening to Malta's first Eurovision song. Wonderful. I'll be loving this. It's a lovely little song, isn't it? So uplifting. Nice little tribute. I like. What's going on now? What's going on? Everything just completely died down. Okay. Don't tell me it's another ad. Mate, the show was supposed to be done 5 minutes ago. What are we doing? Is the show over? Or is it gonna... Like, that wasn't really a finale for the show. We didn't roll the credits or anything. Really an ad break? I was so set in my head that this was gonna be done by 23:15. 11:15, as you say then. Okay. This is a bit... Guess we'll stick around, see what's happening. Thanks, Malta. I managed to get half my ironing pile done while watching that. The rest can be done on Thursday. Well, I mean, the show's not done yet, Alipan. You can get back to it. Okay. How long do we think the show will keep going? I mean, we could technically... Darren, should we just announce our results in the meantime? Or do you think we'll have time for that? Maybe not now, because I asked you a bit late. But I didn't realize we were going to have, you know, more things. Oh well. Looking at beer commercials. In Sweden, you're not allowed to have ads for beer. You need to say that it's non-alcoholic. Should do. I'll record a message. Give me a minute. Okay. Yeah. Let's do our results first then. That's a good idea, I think. We can't be here all night. I can't be anyway. It's gonna be interesting to see how long Malta wants to keep going. Seeing foreign ads makes me appreciate Swedish law more. Should ban casino ads again. Oh, casino ads are so annoying because they're always like, "This is so exciting! You can win this much money! Can you believe it? Haven't you always wanted to win money? Well, now you can with our casino." Yeah. Okay, anyway. What time do you get up tomorrow? 6, which is in 6.5 hours. So I kind of wanted this show to be done by now, but it's not. I'll ask instead. Instead, I will ask Darren, do we have a result, mister?
Good evening, Groot. We have a result for semi-final 1 of MESC, Malta's Song Contest for 2025. Tonight we've had 93 people vote, which is the same as we had, funnily enough, for the Supernova semi-final on Saturday. 79 people have left their -3s as well, and we have 3 brand new voters from North Macedonia, Argentina, and the Netherlands. So you can now go Grooty.
Thank you, Darren. I will do indeed that then. Lovely new voters, and from very scattered around places all over, which is really, really lovely. Of course, now that I change over to this screen, I think everything looks good. Okay, all right. So if the Maltese show starts again in the middle of this, we'll just finish up the voting sequence anyway. This will go pretty quick. I'll just announce the 8 envelopes of our qualifiers. You can see all of the songs here. I just realized Festa, No Time for Siesta had kind of needed a bit of a bigger bar here. So it looks a bit non-symmetrical. What do you say? Asymmetric? Non-symmetric? Anyway, the qualifier number 1 in our universe would have been Still I Rise. So there you go. Quickly, should we quickly go through them? Still I Rise is through. Another qualifier that we would pick is Halb Mahalb, I guess. That's another one. Qualifier number 3 that we would pick would be Juno. So far, maybe not the most surprising ones. Yeah, it's asymmetrical. Yeah, that sounds right in my ears as well. Our qualifier number 4 will be Whistleblower by Haley. Four places left to go, of course. Nothing from the first half of the running order so far. Qualifier number 5 will be Festa No Time for Siesta. Everything towards the second half of the running order is going through. Oops. 3 places left. Hideaway, Te Amo, Silenced, Heaven Sent, Control, Wildflower, and Aziza are the ones left. And the 6th qualifier will be Silenced, going through as well there from the early part of the running order. 2 places up for grabs. I have a feeling which ones they will go to. Qualifier number 7 will be Aziza. So that's the entire second half of the running order through. And there is no way that anything other than Heaven Sent is taking this place, right? I would be so floored if that was the case. Qualifier number 8 will be Heaven Sent. No surprise there. And these are the final results from our voting. As you can see, no one could, of course, vote for all 8 of the qualifiers because you could only vote for 7 songs. And all of these people, a lot of people, managed to get all of their points into the qualification spots. Good stuff. The songs that missed out in last place, we had a song that didn't get a single 12 and got 73 points, and that was Wildflower. Ahead of Wildflower with 112 and 88 points in total was Hideaway. And in 10th place with 137 points, 2 12s, 110 and 3 8s, was Te Amo, which means that Control was the song that was closest to qualifying. However, it was still 80 points off. However, the song that finished in 8th didn't get a single 12, which is interesting, but got points from 52 people, which really is what put it over the line, I suppose. And I guess that's really that for our qualifier section. Now we need to check what the actual real life results are, of course. So it's time to compare what we picked with what real life picked. So I'll go back to this screen because I feel like it's more convenient. Yeah, let's see if the show is gonna start again. But our 8 qualifiers, I can repeat them for you in case you already missed them or forgot them. Our qualifiers, bear in mind with my pronunciation here, were Still I Rise, Juno. Wait, I can do this because there's still ads going on in Malta. Still I Rise, Juno, Festa No Time for Siesta, Aziza, Khalb Makhalb, maybe, Whistleblower, Silenced, and Heaven Sent. Those were the 8 that we picked. Alright. Nothing else really to go through there, I think. But thank you everyone for joining, or for voting. You could have kept that screen. Well, I can't keep it for much longer because I have, this is from a web browser, and I have the Maltese national final in the same web browser. So if I switch over now, then I switch tab, and then I switch to the show, which I'm not allowed to show. You get me? So I gotta do this, because otherwise I can't watch the actual stream from Malta. There's still ads going on here. Ask for Edvini by name. Alright. There's still ads going on, but Jeffrey said they're back, and Elias said starting again. It's not starting again for me yet, anyway. But it's probably doing it very soon. Hopefully there's not much left of this show now, because it's 11:30. I'm snoozy. This is going to be the same thing on Thursday. They're going to drag out the show as well. Probably. We've got this car... Well, it's not a car commercial, is it? I've forgotten what it was. It was a bunch of jewelry and a woman doing all of this. But now we're back on. Could have almost fitted a full jewelry sequence in. No, we could have absolutely not. Those take forever. And they also kill my voice entirely. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen now. It's taken even longer than an ESC semi-final. Yeah, we're up on 2.5 hours now. Which is interesting, I don't think it's really felt like 2.5 hours though. It's been pretty good pacing on the show, but it's definitely dragging here towards the final 30 minutes or so. Do we think we get a result tonight? Otherwise, it would be quite the anticlimax, wouldn't it? Has it been a good show? Should I catch up later? I think you should mainly just kind of catch up with the songs, to be completely honest. I don't think you need to rewatch the entire show. The suspenseful music started, so I guess we're about to have a result. Who's making through? I guess this is a result. Silence making it through. That's the first qualifier. Of course, we get 8. Yeah, votes are coming in. Sean, I would really much ask you not to say which songs are going through, because that ruins the excitement for everyone else watching with the stream. So I guess Khalb Mahalb is the next one then. Yeah. I pronounce it wrong. He says it Alb Ma'alb. He just said it like that, I'm sure. I shouldn't do the because he didn't. So yeah. Those two through. Still 6 places left, of course. Those 2 places are, of course, in alignment with our choices as well. I'll let you know if something changes. Still I Rise is through. That's the 3rd qualifier. Also one of our picks. Do you think we'll go 100% same qualifiers? Juno through. Well, hello, David. Nice of you to join us. Have you been keeping up with the show somewhat? David is in the house, yeah. Who's next? Aziza! Yes! Banger! We need a final with Aziza. It's brilliant. So far, these qualifiers are, of course, in entire alignment with ours. We could honestly go for 100% here. I wouldn't be surprised. Hideaway made it! Wow, he can't believe that. Wow. Congratulations, mate. Jeez, he's excited. Alright, congratulations. Well done. That's a difference from ours, of course. Two places left. I mean, surely Heaven Sent's going through. What are they saying? They're saying Festa. Everyone's rooting for Festa, no time for siesta. Heaven Sent through. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Hardly a surprise. And I guess the final spot is going to Festa, no time for siesta, because surely that's the fan favorite in the hall. You heard that. You heard that. You hear it still. Yeah, there's no way that Heaven Sent was gonna miss out, you know. They're really dragging it out. We all know it's gonna be Festa, no time for siesta. Imagine if it isn't. That would be mad. There you go. Yeah. Oh dearie me. What do you think of those qualifiers, David? I mean, you haven't seen the performances, of course, I assume anyway. So let me know, is there something that you missed from the final now? Because really, the only ones... No, I'm not going to say you're the only opinion that matters, because that's not true. But you obviously feel a bit more for Malta than everyone else here, I think. So if you're happy, I'm happy. My favorites went through, anyway, so I'm happy about that. My favorites were really... Like, the main two were definitely Heaven Sent and Aziza. And I also, of course, really liked... Juno, Still I Rise. Those were really good too, in my opinion. And then I'm happy with, like, I think Alb Ma'alb was a good qualifier. I think that definitely had like the staging concept. And then the others, I was kind of like, okay, whichever one you want to go for those. So yeah, those were the qualifiers. I'll repeat them for you if you need it. I don't think you need it, but yeah. Basically, the qualifiers were Alp Ma'al, Still I Rise, Festa No Time for Siesta, Heaven Sent, Aziza, Hideaway, Silenced, and Juno. Thoughts, if you have any? All good? Kind of, right? I mean, since 8 songs qualified, it's kind of like maybe a bit excessive, but hey, if they want to have a 16-song final, go for it. It's of course going to be a very long show on Saturday. Haley not qualifying was quite a shock, but my 2 favorites, Heaven Sent and Al Mahal, are through, so I'm happy with that. Good. I think Whistleblower, yeah, I thought that would have probably have qualified as well. I kind of expected it, but I personally am not a fan of that song at all, so I don't really mind. But yeah, I get that some people would miss it in the final, I suppose. I guess that's everything here now. People seem to be generally happy. I mean, no big fan favorites really missed out, I guess, except for Whistleblower then, for the people who really like that. Elias thinks Te Amo deserved to qualify. I could have seen that. I would have been okay with Te Amo making it, since so many songs made it. It wasn't my last, so yeah, that would have been fine by me, but didn't make it, unfortunately, for Te Amo. Of course, on Thursday we have the more exciting semifinal, at least in my opinion. There are a lot of songs that I really like in that one, and if you want to figure out what those are, you can check the tier list that I posted on my channel today, because that's a new video on my channel, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out if you want to, or just skip to the end to see which songs I like the most. You can do that as well. Thank you for joining me for tonight's stream. It's been over 2.5 hours of just fun shenanigans, and it's the same thing again on Thursday, so I hope to see you there. Take care of yourselves until then, and good night, everyone, or good morning if you're on the other side of the world, you know. Bye bye anyway.